So, hi everyone. I see a few people joining. Hi, Bree Willie here of Business for Nerds. Seth, do you want to introduce yourself? I'm sure lots of people know you, but
No, please. Seth Godin gets to walk down a lot of main streets, and no one knows who the heck he is. And he's a bestseller guy. I'm Seth Werkheiser, and I write Social Media Escape Club. It's a membership for people that want to get off social media.
I love that. I just love that name. And so I called you the social media escape artist.
Sure, yeah,
Does that work?
that works plenty well. Yeah, I enjoy like the devilishness of it, of trying to like work our way like past the guards and unlock things. Yeah, there's a lot of tricks to it, but yeah, we make it work.
Yeah, it's kind of gamified in that. That's reminding me. Do you know the game Thief?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'll have to send you a link later to show
Okay.
you. I'm a total, well, nerd. That's one of my
Hey,
favorite games.
hey, that sounds fun. No, I'm into it.
Yeah. So, why would we want to escape social media, do you think?
Well, for a handful of the artists and creative people I talk to, they feel like they're beating their head against the wall. They feel bad. And I wrote about this yesterday. They feel shame that they haven't figured out social media. Like, oh my goodness, all these other people have all these followers, opportunities, success. I don't. Therefore, it must be a failing of my part that I didn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And I, but it's all an algorithm. It's a casino. The casino always wins. And like some people win, some people don't. And it's not always an indicator of like how talented you are or how smart you are or whatever. Like for some people, social media just doesn't work. And so
Right.
trying to get past that idea of, but I have like the common wisdom, like I have to do this in order to succeed. And like, I'm kind of like coming around of like, no, you don't. Like there's other ways to do this. I can't I can't guarantee the success. I don't have the roadmap to riches and fame, but I know it like we can do stuff without social media. We did it before social media, we're going to do it after. So,
Yes. And I think you all and Scott call that kind of first principle thinking, that things that worked all along are still going to work. That connection, brick and mortar businesses, what worked then is still going to work. So we don't have to be on all these, what do you call them? The tech bro, you
tech
know?
pro platforms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all these platforms, these walled gardens, we don't have to be on every one of them or any of them.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, so that's kind of why. Um, do you have some of the hows? Like, how do we escape social media? How do we leave Facebook? Like, I've been on there for years. It's gotten worse and worse over time. Things like that. It's like, how
Mhm.
do we escape?
I think one of the biggest parts of it, and because there's a lot of layers to it, but I mean, a big part of it is like we just love our phones so much. Like it's just such it's right there. It's the whole world. I would say, and this isn't the be all end all, but just like delete an app from time to time. Delete the
Oh,
Facebook app. You don't have to close your account. You don't have to burn it all down.
right.
Just start with deleting the app. Now, if you're sitting on the couch with a laptop and your phone and you're watching a TV show, that might not be the best time to delete the app because it's just you're still surrounded by the media, you're still surrounded by all the bells and whistles, you know what I mean? So in deleting an app or just leaving your phone in the next room when you go make coffee or run into the grocery store quick, like just getting away from like I have to have this in my hand at all times
Yes.
is a really big help to start. Like it's kind of like you're kind of pretending being off social media.
Yeah.
Like
It's behavior.
you kind of got to pretend for a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, behavior change,
Hmm.
building better habits, breaking kind of that. yeah, we're in the habit, kind of a form of an addiction with looking at the phone.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
So that's where to start. Um, because it's I would say, well, maybe I don't know, but it's just like it's impossible to just be like, okay, I'm off, and now I'm gonna continue doing my business. Like there's a lot of layers to it. There's a lot of things to figure out. But like one of the first
Yeah,
steps I think is delete an app at least.
right. And then, so maybe cutting some of the stuff from our system that maybe isn't working, or things that are detracting and they're not moving the needle towards where we want to be. Like we want qualified leads, we want people that are going to read our emails, but we want to connect with them too,
Hmm.
And often these big, tech bro companies are just distracting us with doom scrolling and kind of prompts, and
Hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, I know you've talked about websites. Our websites are so important. They're our digital real estate, I think you call it. Do you want to tell us more about that?
Well, the website is just like I kind of think of it as, if your email doesn't get delivered, you know, if it ends up in a spam filter or whatever,
Hmm.
95% of your audience probably doesn't see your social media posts. Having a website is for those people that like, wait, I haven't heard from so and so in a while, and they go in and they search and they go to your website. Like we're not going to be top of mind for everybody, but like for those X amount of people that are like, wait, I haven't got an email from so and so in a while, and they look you up, and
Yeah.
like, so it's important to have a website. So if your only presence on the web is Instagram, that's a
Yes.
horrible experience if you're looking up someone on the web. It's horrible. There's all these things that pop up and this and that. So like to have a website, even just a basic one, is huge because it's a space that you control the branding, the typeface, the colors. It's your little storefront, and like
I love that.
it should reflect that as such. So yeah,
I love that so much. And I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, squirrel
that's
brain.
okay.
um, so I read, I think it was yesterday, that you were talking about. Oh no, it wasn't. It was an older post, I think from February, actually.
That's all right.
I'm combining things. Um, you talked about, I think, YouTube and how, um,
Mm,
just sending people to YouTube, not the best idea. I don't know when you wrote this, but you
right.
talked about let's not just send them to that platform
Hmm.
so they go down that rabbit trail.
Yeah.
What did you say about that?
Well, with YouTube and social media, like you're sending places to people where you can't reach them. If you send people to watch your video on YouTube and ooh, maybe they'll subscribe, who cares? Because like you're not going to be able to reach them with your next video when it comes out.
Right.
Doesn't matter. It's still algorithmically played and whatever on YouTube's platform. And even if they do see the video, there's 18 other videos lined up to take their attention. So yeah, get them to your website. Again, like I see this a lot in my email guidance offering. People will ask me like, "Oh, I need more subscribers to get more people to my website to book," and I'll go look at their sales pages, and it's just text and a button usually. Here's some
Yeah.
text. Here's a button. H1 tag, and a nice little saying. I'm like, but then I'll go look at their Instagram, and it's loaded with videos. I'm like, put the put the put your magic stuff on your website as close to the buy button as you can. Because
Yes.
like if it's on YouTube, you got to click the show more to see the full description and like all that stuff. Like, or on Instagram, uh, don't say check link in bio because that like
Oh,
yeah, just get people to your website and then you don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to play all those games.
yes. I love that. That reminds me of a question. I wrote it down because squirrel brain. Um, oh, yes, that we're giving them, I think you had said because this was something that really stuck with me, and it actually partially inspired kind of a whole section of my blog.
Ooh.
You and
Yep.
Scott in one of your meetings inspired a whole section of my blog
Oh
about
boy.
the social media spiral. So thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Great.
and uh, this phrase about that we're basically giving the tech bros our content for free.
Yes.
That concept just really, it just hits my soul, you
Yeah.
know. Uh
I mean, if you have these outposts, if you have a Facebook or this or that, some people look at it. You could put some stuff on there if you want, but you don't have to put all of it up there. A thing I've
mhm.
been doing lately, even here on Substack, is when we do Substack lives, it'll put your whole video on a post for you, and you could drive everybody to that, and everyone could see it. Well, what I've been doing is I take the whole video and put it on my website. Then I upload a clip to that original post. So I hack it a little bit. So that way, a
Ooh.
person goes there and watches like a 2 minute clip, the replay video. Here's this 2 minute clip. If you want to watch the rest of it, you got to go to my website.
Ooh, I love that. And that
Hmm.
reminds me of something. Maybe this was what you said yesterday. Substack is the delivery truck to your website. I think you said. I loved that.
So, well, Substack or any email newsletter that you have, yeah, it should be your delivery truck. My idea is the newsletter isn't my permanent address. Um, I'm not telling anyone how to operate their email newsletters, but for me, I don't. For me, again, everyone can do whatever they want. I don't want to read a 4,000 word thing in my email. That's
Right.
a blog post.
Yeah.
That's so yeah. My thing is just like, and I know give people right where they are and stuff like that. But for me, it's just like, no, I like the idea of a blog. It's easier to link to this. I don't know. So it's just like, and it doesn't have to be like it's 2012 and you're like, here's a paragraph. Click here to read more. You don't have to do that. Like that. No, we don't want to do that. But you can
Yeah.
like put up a post that like casually links to stuff and stands on its own for the people and for people that want to go deeper and find out more what you're talking about. They can click the links and end up on your website, on your blog. And if other people don't, that's fine, whatever. But like, I'm just a fan of giving people that want to explore further, like the option. Not
Yeah.
with like click here to read more, not with big flashy buttons, nothing overt, but just like here it is. Like if you're paying attention, if you give a crap, you know, like I guess you can click here. I don't want to be too shouty about like
Yes.
click here for my special offer because we all see those emails. Here's my special
Yes.
offer, blah, blah, blah. Like, so I just kind of like casually link some of the text to like an old
Yes.
post from 6 months ago on my blog. That's all. So yeah,
Yeah. It
that's
sounds like
the delivery
Inception.
truck.
It sounds like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
it's very it's not chowdy, it's not sleazy marketing. You're just saying, "Hey, want to hear more? Follow me."
That's it. One of the greatest examples of that is Cody Cook Parrott, who used to be here on Substack, but
Oh.
they
Oh,
did,
yeah.
yeah, they did a post about, or they were emailing about their sending out an email about their upcoming quilting class or something. But it wasn't just like, oh, here's my quilting class. Click to no, it was like, here's how to thread your sewing machine or something like that. Something I didn't need. I'm not a quilter, but I subscribe to Cody's newsletter because I love what they do. Um,
Yeah.
but it was just neat because like it was just this other thing. It wasn't just this email is strictly to sell something. No, it's like, oh, here's also how to do this other thing that might be helpful to people. And I'm seeing a lot more people start to do that.
Oh,
How,
like a glimpse into the world.
into the world that's close to quilting class. Yeah. Like it just has a little something to do with it. So even if you have no interest in that, maybe you have an interest, or maybe you want to see how someone does their quilting, or does their sewing machine thing, or whatever it is associated with it. So if you're like, for example, I'm doing how to manage your digital files workshop next week for free next
Ooh.
Tuesday.
Ooh.
And I haven't sent out newsletters on I like marketing emails on this, but I could like send out an email of like, here's how I back up my hard drives. I use Backblaze and oh, by the way, I'm doing this workshop about this kind of thing. Like, so at least, even if you have no interest, or you don't want to go on another Zoom call, oh, at least I learned about Backblaze, and now I can back up my computer safely for only $9 a month. Like, that's probably valuable.
Ooh.
That kind of thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that parts of your newsletter, or parts of your blog, parts of what who and you are, is just like, hi, it's me again, just being helpful. Which,
Mm-hmm.
as you know, is a big Scott thing that we mentioned here again. Scott Perry, our pal that we get on a Zoom call every now and again with,
Mm-hmm.
on a weekly basis, is to show up and be helpful. Like, hey, I'm here to help. Like, oh yeah, but how do you monetize? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to help. Like,
Yeah.
I can't give, like, I was talking to someone earlier about this. Is like, I'm here to help, and it's not hard for me to talk about Backblaze or something like that. Okay, can we hop on a Zoom call for an hour, and like, you can tell me how to do my website and all that? Well, hold up. like
Yes.
okay, I charge for that because my time is,
Yes.
and I'm giving you valuable information. Or you can email me my email guidance thing, blah blah blah. But for the most part, like, yo, yeah, sure, here's stuff. Go use these things that might bring you value and help you, and whatever, maybe highlight some new tool that you never heard of, or whatever like that. Like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's that, like, so much more of that goes back to the marketing kind of thing of like, if you're not on social media anymore, like, how do you, I don't know, to be helpful. Just
Yes.
be helpful.
That's the way. Um, because that's building an authority loop too, because you're showing them that you can help. And then you're charging for your time if you're doing that one-on-one work. So
Hmm.
you have boundaries. So there
Yes.
is a way to put boundaries around being helpful and charging for your time,
Yep.
but still doing free stuff, but with boundaries.
Yeah, I
I
get
love
to
it.
choose. Yeah, I get to choose the free stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, this is free. You
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
I'll do this. We'll chat. We'll talk about this stuff, and I'm sure people will find it helpful or whatever, get something from it.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
So
It's really powerful.
yeah.
I love it. Um And I had a thought, but it flew out. Oh, helping people to go down rabbit trails on our websites or
Mm.
our content areas, like not on that platform necessarily, but in our stuff. I don't know how to do that, but
This
any
this
thoughts?
this is a fun one, and I talked to someone earlier today about this.
Ooh,
They were saying, they classic tale, like, this is so many people. I'm on LinkedIn, and I do all this stuff, and I get this engagement. I get likes, I get comments, I get this, I get that. But I send out my newsletter, I don't get anything. My website doesn't, nothing really happens. Like, look at LinkedIn, which is just a freaking casino. It's just flashing lights and follow and this and that, and the thought leaders and whatever. There's video.
gurus.
You're right. So that is, and this is a Scottism, is the results. What's the phrase? The results are, you're getting the results by what it's
I don't
designed
remember.
for already. You're right,
Yeah,
exactly. I know. I don't remember quotes very well on live Zoom calls either.
same,
Like,
same.
I just go blank. But it's
Me.
like, how do you get all that engagement on LinkedIn? It's built for that. and if your website is just like 5 links at the top and a big wide photo, it like what do you? There is no like how am I supposed to engage? You
Right.
know, like I hit the space bar 5 times, and it's just rows of photos and some H1 tags or whatever, and it's like, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm not getting an engagement. Well, there's no engagement to be had. So my big thing is, and this is a part of a rabbit hole of how we get engagement on our sites, is I think so many of our websites, and I'm guilty of this in the past, is when they show up on our website, we're like handing them an atlas and say, figure it out. Because we have all those links. Click here, do the if you want to talk about this, here's my 18 categories that I write about, like but that's another module. Let me hit the space bar and go to the next one. And it's just like, where do I even go? Like it's a grocery store. Like
Ooh.
like
Mm-hmm.
when you go to if you go to your grocery store, you know where all the stuff is. But like if you go to a new one, like I don't know where anything is. And that's everybody's website. But if we go back to the days of blogging, bear with me here. If we
Okay.
go back to the days of blogging, what did you see immediately? The first post. And the first post is like, this is what we're talking about today. This is on the menu today. That right here. Yeah, I don't like
Mm-hmm.
that. Spacebar. Oh, here's the next thing. Oh, spacebar. It like scrolling works. I mean, that's why social media has had such a hold on us, because we just scroll, we just scroll, we just scroll. There's nothing to it. Whereas when it's all links and categories and the wide and this and that, it's just like decisions. What does I have to make a decision? Do I want to click on their about page? Do I want to click on their category page? Do I want to click? If you just not even dumb it down, but just simplify it to where it's all just like, I just need to scroll. And eventually you're going to see something. You're going to see a blog post. And that's the beauty of, remember, the blog post. It was just like, here's a photo, here's the full text, and then there was the next one. What else looks like that? Instagram. Photo, text. Like, it works. So
Mm.
but all our websites are just set up like freaking grocery stores instead of IKEA, where when you walk in IKEA,
It's an
IKEA,
experience.
yes, IKEA is like, go this way, follow this. Oh, and now it flows into this. Like that's what we can do with our
Oh.
websites. By maybe we don't need the 18 links at the top for about and services and this and that. Maybe just one freaking thing on the front page, and not as a
Yeah.
splash page, but just like, and then like, here's the next thing I want you to see. Like, I'm making the choice for you. Like, I'm the leader here. This is my website. Come along.
Mm. Ooh.
That,
Like a
that's
tour guide.
like a tour guide. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
sounds fun.
people ended up on your website, and like, so it shouldn't be a big, like, again, like, here's an atlas, figure it out. No, like, this is what I'm about. My blog, SethW.xyz, straight blog. And maybe that first post doesn't hit, whatever. If you get to the right hand side, I'm post going back to 2018. Like,
I saw. I looked.
bound, bound to find something, right? Or, well,
Yes.
technically 2004, because I put up some old stuff, but whatever. Like,
Ooh. That's awesome.
photos from Flickr from 2004, but it's kind of a cheat. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, not saying we all need to go back to the exact blog thing, but the experience of it, I think, can lead to greater engagement from our websites, whether we get them to email us or book something or whatever, by just treating it more like a curated experience. It's a museum, it's a gallery, like, that, come in here, and you don't have to make 900 decisions of where to go next.
Yeah, because we're all in, well, I think a lot of us are, at least I am, decision fatigue.
Yes, absolutely. Right. And so when you go to a website and there's 13 things up here and this, I'm like, what do you want me to do? Where am I supposed to look? Like, and that's so many websites. Whereas LinkedIn is like, If you go on the LinkedIn feed right now, you know exactly what you're going to get. Here's a
Oh yeah.
post. Here's a photo. Here's the inspiration. Scroll, 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 scroll. Like, and you'll eventually find something, but it doesn't make you click like, oh, I want to see. Like, no, it's just like, here's what we think you'll like. And a lot of people sign up and keep scrolling. So,
Yes, if we can make our websites like that and fun, not like LinkedIn.
right. Yes. According to how,
Interesting.
yeah, according to how we want it. Like, I think with like, especially with LinkedIn, like, we have so many people that are like, here's my big important thing. Here's my thought of the day. Imagine if you just put that on your website. Guess what? That's a blog. It's your
Mm,
curated experience, like this is me today. Look, it's hard to use that as an example because it's like almost not fair at this point, but Seth Godin, every day you go there, there'll be a new post from Seth Godin. And we can do the same thing.
yeah, I love that. And they're short, sweet, and to the point. Um,
Yeah.
his posts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every post does not need to be 9,000 words. Doesn't need to be, 18 links and 4 videos and a PowerPoint deck. Like, unless,
That's so me.
unless it's
No,
super
you're
duper your audience. Like, I'm not telling anybody to, copy Seth Godin or how I do it is right. But not everything always needs to be a big, huge thing. Like, to be
right.
sustainable, to like, because I've worked with someone before that said, like, I'm writing these 5,000 word things every week and really hard. And it's like, all right, don't maybe write 1,000 words. Like, I don't like, if you want to do it every week, like to keep up that pace, you can
Yeah.
adjust, you know?
Long form, short. Like today's, I did a short form because I'm like, I don't need to spend a gazillion hours on this thing. I just need to
No.
announce our live. And I
Yes.
still
Right.
spent a lot of time on it because I was like, oh, but I want it to be this way. And
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. It's important to you. Like, do what feels right for you. But like, if you feel that it's dreadful and it tires you out and, and it doesn't make you whoa, stop doing that.
yeah,
You know? Oh, I'm writing
yeah.
these 5,000 word articles every week, week after week. No one's emailing me. No one's commenting. No, maybe it's time to change it up. Like, let's experiment.
We can
Websites,
do that.
websites, especially. I'm sorry to take it back to that, but it's just like,
No, I love it.
I set up my website 5 years ago. This is what it looks like. Okay, have you changed anything? No. Oh, change something. Like, change a header. Change
Something.
something. Yeah,
Because
like
Google likes that.
it's
You
the
change
living
something.
right. It's the living web. It's not a book. Like, you could change stuff. It's not that hard. So yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I I,
Yeah.
I just think that of a website, it's so easy to change. Just as it is to send our newsletters, it's just writing an email to people. Like, it's so easy to just try new things. To do the
Yeah.
same thing week after week after week, and to be in a place where it's just like, yeah, this isn't working. So well, change it. Like, maybe it's not Substack's fault. Maybe it's not, of the
What?
algorithm. Right. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's not the algorithm. Maybe it's just like subconsciously, like, you don't like writing 5,000 word articles, or you don't like writing 3 word or
Hi,
three
fur
sentence
baby.
articles. Yeah. Yeah. Just
So
my
cute.
buddy, my buddy Blaze.
Oh,
Say hi,
I've
everybody.
got two.
Okay. Great. Are they sleeping? I'm sure they're sleeping, or otherwise they'd probably be right there, right?
They're not in here. I just fed them, so they're good. But
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. See this one. Guess what this one wants? Food.
Yes.
He
Oh
doesn't
my
miss
goodness.
me. He just wants food.
Kitties.
Yep.
But yeah, websites, I think that's why we keep coming back to it because that's where our main space really is.
Hmm.
Where we own everything, you
Yeah.
know?
Yes. The idea then too of like, yeah, but how do I get people to my website? That's always the next question. How do I drive eyeballs? How do I get people like your email newsletter, link to it on occasion?
Mhm.
and just make something that people want to go to. Yes, if you don't ever update your website and it has old photos on it and it's just a bunch of the things, the modules, and H1 tags and stock photos, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry if you use stock photos.
No,
I
I
apologize.
use Canva. I use
Okay,
Canva.
yeah, I do too. I
Yeah.
use a lot of Canva. Um,
Not a
but
Canva commercial, but we
no, we're not
we like
sponsored.
Canva.
Yeah, A for Canva, geez. But I mean, why do people keep going to LinkedIn? Because every time you go there, there's something new, and there might be something that resonates that you might click on and like, oh, this is neat. I've learned something. I gained something valuable. Some new insight. You could do that on your website.
I never thought of it that way.
Mm.
Wow. Hmm. That's even making me rethink Substack. I should do that to my website instead of Substack. Ooh. Ooh.
There's so many times. And look, it's not like I've been doing this for, hardcore for the last decade. My website has 10,000 whatever posts. It's not that. It's just more the realization more and more of like, especially lately, like I get ideas for Substack notes. Oh, I'm going to put this on notes and it's going to be a banger. I'm going to put it on my blog first.
Ah.
Just let it
Ooh.
simmer. Just let it
Blog
simmer there.
first.
Yeah. Do you remember the saying that we? Okay, Lou, you got it. Thank you.
So cute.
Sorry. The saying from back in the day: the gram eats first. It was about
Mm.
Instagram. People at restaurants
Oh,
would take photos of their food like before everyone ate. They'd be like, "The gram eats first." I don't know. Maybe it was a New York City thing. Like that was
I don't
2008,
know. I'm
9
in
for me.
Florida.
Maybe. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't. I just remember hearing it so much. I thought everybody has. But anyway, it used to be a thing that you wouldn't eat. You had to take a photo of your food first to post it on Instagram. The gram eats first. So for me, it's my blog eats first.
Ooh, that's a mic drop moment.
You put the gold and two, it doesn't have to be like fully formed. There's a lot of half formed ideas and stuff I have on my blog. Cause I know like there's not 1,000 people a day. Like, I mean, 1,000 people a day aren't reading my Substack either, but like it just sits on my blog. It just marinates. Because 2 weeks later, I might write something else and be reminded of that and link to it and be like, oh, yeah, I wrote about this earlier, but here I am now talking about XYZ. Like, so yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
So I love putting, yeah, you can put it on your site first. Put it on your site first. Yeah, but no one sees it. Oh, well, like there's a lot of stuff that no one sees. There's a lot of shows on
Mhm.
Netflix that no one sees or Amazon or whatever. Like, don't be afraid to like build like your own little archive. I think I wrote this too of like build your own little cozy cottage on the internet.
Ooh,
Like what was that game that was big on Wii, I think, a while back
I'm a
or
computer gamer, so I don't
oh,
know.
okay. I forget. It was like I thought someone might put it in the chat, but where you built like a little home. It's not The Sims, but it was like a Nintendo game. But anyway, yeah,
Huh.
your own little cozy cottage, like a little library of your own on the internet. That can be your site. Like the book, like
Ooh.
I even just Animal Crossing. Yes, Animal Crossing.
Ah,
That was big during the pandemic. Yeah, people love playing that. I never played it. I
uh-huh.
want to, but
I didn't either.
okay. But like even just well, yeah. What am I going to write? What am I going to put on my blog? Like if you read books, write about a book you read or
Mhm.
reread. Oh, I saw this
Yeah.
new show or I watched this instead of just like hitting like on a YouTube video, put the YouTube video on your blog and write about it. Like, this is
Yes.
why I like the video. This is X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden you're not just like sharing for the sake of sharing, oh, retweet what like you're building credibility, you're building ideas around stuff. You're sharing your perspective on things that might
Mhm.
be like the bat signal to other nerds out there and it
Oh.
resonates with them,
Ooh.
and then they're like, oh, this is my people because it's so hard to find our people on the internet.
Uh-huh.
especially if we're just letting algorithms choose it for us. So like we need to be better with putting out our own signals of like who the heck we want to like who we're for, you know?
There's so much noodle candy in this call. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna listen to this a couple times.
I
I love it. Go ahead.
Diana, so good seeing Diana here. Totally can be okay with no one got to be okay with no one seeing your stuff. We can do things for ourselves and not only for other people. Absolutely. Because today no one sees it. But like, what if we blow up 3 years down the road? Then people can go back and be like, oh my goodness, look at all the stuff this person wrote. Like now I have all these archives of things to read and check out. And like, I don't know. I because if you go to so many websites right now, it's just like, here's my one video I made. Here's my bio. Hire me. And they're like, and then nothing. And
Why?
then nothing. Right. Yeah. Why? But like,
Why should I
if
hire you?
right. But if you, a big prevailing thought for me is like, especially in the music world that I come from, is like, you could be the most technical, gifted musician. I always use drummer. You could be the best drummer in the city. But if you're a jerk, no one wants to be in a band with you.
Right.
So if you can show that you're not a jerk and kind of a cool person, and you put up your videos on your site that you make, like I make movies, or I'm a photographer, or I'm a programmer, or whatever, and I'm freaking cool and like playing Animal Crossing, and like I dabble in photography, like, oh, I want to work with this person. This person seems because that's
Yeah.
it just makes it easier for people to like make the decision not like hire you for something or to reach out and say, hey,
Yeah. I love that so much. I had a thought and it just flew away. What was it?
Was it about was it about my cat eating the computer wires for the mouse right here? Was it that? Maybe not. No.
No.
Okay.
Been there.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yes, I
Mm,
got it. Sorry for being loud.
fine.
Okay, so I saw you have this archive and it's awesome. Are you some of us we only have access to like 6 pages on our websites or whatnot, or we have to upgrade. Is there a way to add those spaces? Are you using like, I don't know,
Um,
Google Docs to upload your blog, or where are you saving all your zillions of blogs, if you don't mind telling us?
you mean on my WordPress site?
Yes, I think so.
Well, the
I don't know.
WordPress site is a self-hosted WordPress site. So
Oh.
that's hosted with my buddy Tom, who runs iHeartBlank in New Jersey. He's a web hosting
Oh.
place. I met him 20 some years ago from playing shows, playing music,
Uh-huh.
punk rock stuff. And the backup of that is he's a professional web host thing. So there's backups of that, you know? Um, so there's
Ah,
so there's that. There's like the archival database stuff. I don't know anything about that. He does.
okay.
Now,
Yeah.
all that to
We'll go
say,
to him.
yeah, but all that to say, like, yes, I'm friends with him, but also he's not like, you know, or a lot of web places aren't like, oh, that must cost $1,000 a month. It doesn't. It can cost a couple
Mhm.
bucks a month to run that. Yeah, of course, to have backups and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
But as far as archives too, then from I want to get this question from Katrin. But let me finish this thought. That on the Substack front, like all those posts, like if Substack goes away tomorrow, all those posts disappear, which I don't like.
Right.
So I've been trying to copy and paste them onto my own website, socialmediaescape.club,
Right. That's
just in
smart.
case. Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
Um,
I needed a
now,
backup.
yeah.
Mhm.
So now I know other people like they write in Google Docs first, maybe. Um, so that's kind of a backup, unless you
Right.
lose access to your Google account.
Yes, and that does happen.
But yeah, it does. But if we keep going down that road, we can then say like, yeah, but then the sun expands and engulfs the earth. Like I get, yes,
True.
everything's gonna burn apart. So, the power can go out,
True.
and then I can't turn my computer on. That I okay. All right.
I actually wrote that question down. I was like, should we print all our blogs? Like,
Well, if you do print them, either they have to go in a fireproof box or save them off site as well. Because I'll see people do that. They'll talk about all the photos they save on an external hard drive. They're like, I got everything backed up here. No, you don't. Because
right,
one, that hard drive can fail. And two, I hope this doesn't happen, but your house could burn down and then it's all gone.
right,
So it needs to be backed up off site as well. So
right, right.
backup, we'll be talking about on Tuesday for sure. Backup stuff
Ah,
is, yeah, that's there's so many levels to that, but like, it's, I don't want to lose that stuff. So
right.
it's
It's our life's work, you
yes,
know?
yeah, yeah, totally. Can
Yeah.
we go back? Can we go to Katrin's question?
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying their name right. I'm sorry. Thoughts on editing and recirculating old pieces that got no attention? It's new to someone.
Yep.
Um, you might have heard one of the biggest bands in the world. They're called Metallica. Um, they had an album. It was a self-titled album, but it's referred to as the Black Album that came out in 1991. That sold a gajillion copies. The 30-year anniversary was it 1991. I forget the year, but the 30-year anniversary, they were like they blew it up. They because it's new to someone. Like that album still sells thousands of copies a week. I think maybe digitally. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's heard Led Zeppelin for the first time today, and that's Led
Mm-hmm.
Zeppelin. Like someone, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Name a popular TV show. I'm not a big TV. Someone saw Star Wars for the first time today.
Yes, I've met people like that. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
It
it's
does.
totally. So the idea that like our old work, like, oh, it didn't get attention. No. Not we're all, not everything needs to be like on Spotify. I think there's 100,000 new songs uploaded every day now. Like no one can keep up with that. So yes,
Right.
absolutely reshare it. What I like doing is because I still with Social Media Escape Club, I cover so many of the same themes, but I'll reference those old posts. So in my post, I'll like just drop like, oh, as I wrote like 2 years ago, here's this thing. And the fun thing is if you have a blog that you've been updating since 2018, you could use that too. Like, hey, in
Yeah.
2020, I wrote this, and link to that. So yeah, I would
Right.
as often as you can, like incorporate, and you don't have to draw it out. You don't have to like have a big, hey everybody, here's this thing I wrote 5 years ago. It doesn't have to be that. It could just be a casual link, of a sentence back to the old thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. I love that. Is there another question?
No, I realized that. Yeah, would love to go back and give it more love. Yeah, Katrin, totally like I've done this. I took one of my old posts and made a copy of it in Substack and just changed some stuff around. Yeah, don't be afraid. Like I would leave that old like as an archive piece, leave that, but like you could totally then just like, here it is a year or two later. And I'm going to write about this. Yes, link. I wrote about it 2 years ago, but here's where I'm at now with it. You know, that original
Yeah.
piece could still be like kind of highlighted. Uh, Christine, I
Yeah.
watched the entire Prison Break series 8 years after it was out. Yeah, sure. Yes. Oh my goodness. Is it 10 of 3 already? I'm sorry. We've been
No,
going.
you're
All right.
good.
All
This
right.
has been fabulous.
All right. Good. Good.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do you want
Absolutely.
to I think you told people where to view your stuff. Do you want to tell us again real quick?
So social media escape.club is my site. And I update it like almost every day now. And you can sign up for my newsletter there, which is through
Awesome.
Substack right now. Yeah. So yeah. So social
Yes.
media escape.club. It's a mouthful, but what you do, bookmark it or put it in your RSS reader.
Ooh,
RSS, still a
smart.
thing. Yeah, still a
It
thing.
is. 100%.
Glorious thing. Yes.
Well, thank you
Bree,
everyone for joining us. Thank you, Seth, so
yeah,
much.
absolutely.
It's been
Bree,
so fun.
thank you for having me. I'm excited for the replay. I'm sure you'll have that posted at some point, and yeah, it'll
I
be great.
will.
I'm excited for that. It'll be fun to go back and listen and like, Jesus, calm down. Like I get excited about this stuff to the
Same.
point where time just goes, oh my God, it's 3 o'clock. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye.